And we just finished watching Dean Weiss's video on the Plague of the Stars. He just uploaded it a few hours ago, I think. So this is just kind of like a freehanding. We're not really set up properly, but we wanted to talk about it and think about what we thought.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm really torn because the video. I mean, like when Final Fantasy 15 first came out, it was Final Fantasy 13 verses. So I do see where all of like the 13 like history and connections make sense, but at the same time, playing the Japanese like demo, the 3-hour introduction, pretty much like half of the first chapter, the first thing it says when you boot it up is a Final Fantasy for the fans and for newcomers.
Right.
So, and they're not making it connected to 13. It's a completely new Final Fantasy. So I'm kind of torn because Type 0 wasn't a 13 either, and it was obviously connected, but I don't see why they would connect it if it was in the same universe and same timeline, and it was connected so much with all of the different gods, and then they say it's for newcomers. And that's kind of like the whole gimmick is like, they want a new slate because 13 bombed so bad. Yeah. And they want to start a new fan base pretty much. So I'm kind of confused. Like, I can see the point, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, but I think like they might manipulate it personally.
Right.
I don't really know.
Yeah. So I see his points with his because I'll bleep out your name. Yeah. I'll do
just like you.
Yeah.
No, just do beep. Yeah. And you can put this in the video.
Yeah. Okay, so
freestyling.
Yeah. Correction with K-pow. Just like what K-pow just said.
Yeah.
It definitely is a game for newcomers and old fans alike. And by just that quote alone, it takes away having to know all this stuff. Now, I don't think that Dean's saying that you have to know, the Final Fantasy 13 mythos, the Babylon Nobla Crystallis mythos. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Lots of Latin words.
Yeah, seriously.
Final Fantasy 13 lore.
Right,
we'll just go with that.
They turn up with the Latin.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I see his points, but I don't think that I've never thought that this was connected because, yes, I know that Tabata said that this Final Fantasy 15 kept some of the key points to continue. Like, obviously, the fal'Cie would be the gods of this game.
And they're nowhere to be found, right? Like, as far as we know right now.
Well, I'm assuming the Astrals would have been the fal'Cie. Because they're the creators of the world and stuff like that.
But they're not like the classic fal'Cie, like in 13 at all.
Yeah, definitely not. Because those, they were talking, manipulating, like, hey. But Gentiana, though, hey, she's probably somebody important, Shiva. So yeah, that's what, I mean, with that being said, he made some of the connections with, like, the Plague of the Stars. That was, like, the whole key thing. And talked about how Noctis, he could see the future, like people dying, like their dying light, just like how it was in Versus 13. But at the same time, if I remember correctly, in that same cutscene when we first saw that, Stello had the same exact power. So, and you were essentially saying that the goddess Etra was, gave that power to Noctis, what I mean? Because they worshipped her, like they whatever.
But they haven't even really mentioned it. Like, they mentioned it, and here's the thing where it's, like, hard to comment on it is all of the things that we're linking it to was when it was 13 verses. And they completely pretty much almost scrapped a lot of it. Like, for Luna, for instance, her name was Stella, now it's Luna.
Right.
Like, they changed the characters. Who's to say they didn't change the plot in its entirety? With them realizing 13 is done. 13 should be over with.
Right.
We shouldn't connect it. So I don't know. Like, I could see where a lot of it has carried over, and I think if it does have a connection, it'll be under different like names.
Yeah, oh definitely.
I don't think that they're gonna reference it that
at all.
much.
Yeah, because like,
if at all,
definitely, because even Dean said that with the title artwork, he said it's a sleeping god, etc. But I'm assuming they just changed that to Eos here, and I'm fine with. I just the big point being like I just don't think there's as big a connection as he's making it out to be. Like,
and it might like Slick be connected.
Yeah, it like Undercover definitely, because like Tetsuya Nomura came up with the base story and then they changed it how they needed to make it work, with Noctis still having that traumatic event to where he would have, I guess, seen the dying soul, but I just don't think that's in this game at all.
I feel like it would have been, especially with the Omen trailer, like it would have been a bigger thing, like, but then at the same time, who's to say that the Omen trailer isn't him seeing Luna dying? Yeah. But at the same time, I don't believe that Luna's gonna die. Yeah. Because that would just be stupid. Like that's just, it doesn't make sense. You tell us that she's gonna die, like we are gonna be expecting it. Why would you kill her?
Yeah, the big thing with the Omen trailer as well too is that we already know this, and I'm sure Dean knows this, is that was the Omen that Regis was seeing of the crystal. Essentially, I guess the crystal was showing him, or he just was seeing like, oh shit, if I don't give him some bros. And that could be him
seeing the death as well.
Right.
So I can see where that fits in too.
Right. No,
because Regis would also have the power to see death because he also worships that goddess. Right. So I mean, it's a lot of possibilities. It could be related.
Like I'm not mad at his prognostication, but
say it times 5.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it all. I think there's some really good connections there, and also like with the 13-2, how that happened,
the Plague of the Stars, but it wasn't called that. But the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's definitely Plague of the Stars is definitely Ragnarok. Like I know that connection definitely. But when Etro is killed and then the blackness comes all in, that makes sense.
In the world ending.
Yeah, if Versus 13 was Versus 13. Like that was the game. Yeah. You're so right. You'd be so right 1,000 times right.
Yeah, and I think that might be what they intended it to be. But like I said earlier, like 13 is dead. 13 is dead. Rest in peace.
Right. Yeah.
Lightning, the worst character.
Hell, dude. The buck.
But anyway, enough hate.
Yep.
But I did really enjoy the video. It gives me a lot to think about. I'm extremely excited. We have 8 days. Not even 8 days really. In 4 hours it'll be 7 days.
Right. That's real.
So I really enjoyed it. So I'm interested to see how they connect it, because I do truly believe that they are going to be linking things to 13 because of how it originated.
No, definitely. So yeah, I mean, Dean, keep up the good work. I watch your videos, all of them anyways.
I watch them when I can.
Yeah, right? I'm the real fan here, all right?
I enjoy your work.
So yeah, just keep it up, and that's our analysis of your video.
So we'll probably be doing some more review videos since Final Fantasy 15 is coming out. Probably won't be doing too many then, especially because we'll both be
playing
dead
and all this stuff. Like
living.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
You don't have a full-time job.
Yeah, so. You're right. Part-time, about to graduate. It's like, good. All right. Well. You guys all be easy and stuff. Yeah. And
we'll see you next time.
Oh, comment below if you think it's cool or something. All right, peace.
Loud noises.
Yeah.
Bye.